everyone, welcome back to Trees and Turtles. My name is Imogen and in today's video I am teaching you how to develop self-control. If you're not already subscribed, make sure to do that, give this video a thumbs up, follow me on Instagram and let's get started. So number one, you have to learn how to delay gratification, okay? Train yourself to delay immediate rewards for long-term benefits. So this could involve resisting the urge to indulge in immediate pleasures and focusing on the bigger picture, okay? So let's think about an example. What you want to do is you want to sit down on the sofa and you want to watch a movie, but you've made a commitment to work out every day because you're working on building your muscle tone and you want to feel stronger and you want to feel more confident in your ability to like lift things and go on long walks, okay? So you have two choices. You can sit down on the sofa and watch a movie and that's going to feel so good because it's like so relaxing, but also you could get up and do the annoying thing and work out and stick to your goal. So ultimately, the feeling of having completed your goal and having become like stronger or more toned up is going to feel better than sitting on the couch and watching a movie for 2 hours, because ultimately that's going to make you feel regret, but sticking to your goal is going to make you feel proud of yourself. So you've got to learn to delay gratification, okay? You've got to learn to think about the bigger picture and think about your ultimate goal and what you're working towards. Number two, I want you to learn from mistakes, okay? So you are going to make mistakes and you are going to have failures because there is nobody on this planet who has not failed in some way or another, all right? So view setbacks as learning opportunities. So analyze situations where you lacked self-control, understand what went wrong, and brainstorm strategies to handle similar situations in the future. So a good example from this from my own life is when I've kind of like stopped waking up as early as I wanted to. So throughout sixth form I consistently woke up at 5 AM every weekday. I studied and ultimately I did really well, so that's good. But in university I kind of struggled to stick to that schedule and I've recently got back into doing it, but I analysed my problems. My problem was I was too sleepy in the mornings, and the reason for that was I wasn't going to bed early enough and I wasn't giving myself enough time to relax in the evenings before I had to go to bed. So I basically shifted everything earlier. I shifted my work earlier, and I shifted my relaxation time earlier, and now my schedule works a lot better, okay? So learn from your mistakes and understand your routines. Number three, build healthy habits, okay? So once you develop positive habits that contribute to your overall well-being, it can really strengthen your self-discipline and make it easier to resist temptation. So once you have a healthy habit, you start to enjoy it, okay? Eventually, you start to enjoy working out, you start to enjoy eating better, okay? You start to enjoy being hydrated. I'm still working on that last one because I don't really enjoy it. But anyway, the point is, if you do something for long enough, it becomes a natural part of you. And then it kind of, you get into like this positive feedback loop where you are actually eager to do these healthy things that you have like set out for yourself. Also, I want you to seek support, okay? So share your goals with friends, family, or a mentor who can provide encouragement and hold you accountable. This is really key because if you, for example, if you live with someone, like it might be a housemate, it might be family, it might be a partner, and they see you about to like, you know, cheat on your goal, if that makes sense. So they see you like not getting up early, or you're not eating as healthy, or you're skipping a workout, for example, then they might be like, hey, hang on a minute, I thought you were going to go do X, Y, and Z. And that feeling of having them there and knowing that they are seeing that you're not achieving your goals is like, oh, wow, I should probably do something. So getting an accountability buddy and seeking support, it can be really crucial in moments of weakness because they can encourage you and cheer you on. It's not all about judgment. It's like, I know that you can do this, okay? Go out there and do your goal, all right? Also, practice self-compassion, okay? Everyone needs to be kind to themselves when they're facing challenges, so understand that building self-control is a process and occasional lapses don't define your overall progress. Alright, so an example I love to use for this is my YouTube channel. So this might be a weird example to use, but I've been very burned out with my YouTube channel before, and sometimes, like I had a big hiatus when I just stopped posting for like 5 months last year, and it was really bad for my YouTube channel. Like my views dropped to 0 and I was not growing at all, obviously, because I wasn't putting out any content. So that was a big moment of weakness and I was really burned out and I had to take time off. And so when I came back, I had to implement strategies to make sure I didn't get burned out again, and that I actually like had the self-control to keep posting and to be consistent with it. And you can actually see it in my graph of like views and subscribers. Like there's like small dips and then sort of a bigger growth, and then sometimes there'll be another dip again, but overall the trend is like increasing, so that is good. Okay, occasional lapses don't define your overall progress. Just take that away from this video if you take one thing away. Also, stay physically active. So if you're even just going for a walk, regular exercise has been linked to improve self-control and cognitive function. So when you go for a walk or you go work out or even just do yoga, it can really positively influence your ability to regulate your behavior. Like, you feel more in control of your life. You just did a great thing. You worked out, you went for a walk, okay? And now that positive energy can translate into other positive goals. Also, I know I've talked about this before, but once you've limited distractions, you do need to limit distractions, but also make sure you don't seek them out again. So practice being bored, minimize external distractions when you're working on tasks that require focus, but also when you get bored, don't immediately reach for your phone. Recognize the impulse to immediately reach for your phone and let it pass over you, okay? Because if you're acting on those impulses, then you're reinforcing that pathway in your brain, and it is not good. So make sure that you're kind of breaking those distraction pathways in your brain. And you can also make the environments like suited to you working, so a quiet workspace without any distractions, your notifications are on silent, okay? So limit distractions and train your brain out of seeking them. Practice silence. So dedicate a specific time each day to silence. So it could be a few minutes of meditation or just sitting quietly. Again, this can really help with training your mind to resist the constant need for stimulation. Now, I have talked about this in the last point, but I did want to specify that silence can be really helpful. So just sitting, meditating, okay, you can do a guided meditation. It doesn't have to be complete silence, but dedicating a specific time each day to just be is really important, because yeah, you probably want to get up, you probably want to do something, and it's really annoying, but you're going to have to practice some self-control, and that you can do this in a really small way, just 5 minutes, okay, and it really helps improve your self-control. I've talked about embracing discomfort, but I did want to talk about it on a sort of larger scale. So purposely put yourself in mildly uncomfortable situations. This could be as simple as sitting with an itch without scratching, or sitting next to your phone when you want to like pick it up and look at social media but you don't, or like taking a cold shower, okay? So slightly uncomfortable situations can actually be really helpful for you in developing mental toughness, or it could be just a slightly longer hike than normal, okay? And you really like want to get home, but if you want to get home, you've got to hike up the last hill, okay? So embracing discomfort can really train your mind to actually like delay gratification and improve self-control. You should also unplug regularly, okay? I say this as a content creator, but if you are binging my videos and you need to take a break from technology, turn this video off right now and just disconnect, okay? Go play chess with one of your friends, go outside and sit on the grass, go pet your cat, okay? So disconnect from social media for a while. Also, you can use imaginary constraints, okay? So imagine that you have like limited resources, like time or money, even if you don't. So this can make you more conscious of your decisions and promote better self-control. So for example, one thing that I like to do with my savings is whenever I get like an amount of money, like I get some income, I will put it straight away into my savings. So my account will go from like a low level to a high level and then immediately goes back to a low level again, because I've transferred all of that money into my savings. Now, if I left it at a high level, I'd be like, oh, I have so much money, and then I go spend it, but then I'm not making progress on my savings, right? So I'm tricking my brain into being frugal by putting that money out of the way, somewhere where I can't immediately access it or see it, and that has actually helped me build up my savings quite a lot. So if you can do that, I mean, that's just an example, but you could also say, oh, I don't have time to go on social media because I've got to write my paper for this deadline, but you've actually put a personal deadline like a week ahead of your actual deadline, but you're treating your personal deadline as the real deadline, okay? So imagining you have limited resources can really help you, if you can make it realistic enough. Alright, those are all the tips I have for you to develop self-control. If you're not already subscribed, make sure to do that, give this video a thumbs up, follow me on Instagram, and I will see you guys next time. Okay, bye!